Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Peace be upon you all. It's me again, BahijahDSheibanee, your BCBA. I hope you all are doing great, staying safe and healthy. In my previous video, I said I was going to talk about ABA, the principles of ABA, and what you can do with your ABA certification. Okay. Now, let's talk about what ABA is. ABA, what is that? Somebody said, what is ABA to me? I was like, you mean ABA? So it's simply applied behavior analysis. What does that even mean? It is just the process of systematically applying interventions based upon the principles of learning theories to improve socially significant behaviors to a meaningful degree, right? So, and to also demonstrate that the interventions employed are responsible for the changes in the behavior or behaviors. So simply, ABA is just the application of behavioral principles to everyday situations that will, over time, increase or decrease the targeted behavior, all right? ABA has been used to help individuals acquire different skills such as language skills, self-help, occupational skills, professional developments, increase in productivity at work, reduce maladaptive behaviors such as aggression, self-injurious behaviors, and also habits like excessive eating. ABA is not synonymous to autism. It is just simply the best evidence-based therapy there is for the treatment of autism and related disorders. So when people hear ABA or applied behavior analysis, they equate to just autism. It's not just the treatment for autism. It has other things that you can do with your ABA certification, all right? So when we say ABA teaches or focuses on socially significant behaviors or valid behaviors, we mean the norms that we are exposed to, what we know, what we are already used to, right? In our communities, culture, country, religion, and or race. So it's something that is just trying to improve upon what we are lacking. That is the norm. So, example, what is some of the norms, okay? So, let's say eating habits, right? Some people eat with what, fork and knife at the table, or prim and proper. Some people eat with their hands, still prim and proper, but you use your hands. So if I'm teaching a kid or I'm teaching an individual with disorder or autism, how to self-feed, and the food in front of the person is supposed to be finger-fed, and I'm actually teaching the kid to use fork and knife, definitely that is not socially significant. I'm going to make the person look odd when he's in the community or where it's socially significant for that food to be eaten. ABA is database analysis, okay? So we depend a lot on data or data to be able to make all our decisions. Definitely have a visual analysis of the intervention to make sure that whatever intervention you are actually employing is working or not. So if you see your curve going up when it's supposed to go down, then you know that there's something wrong. Or if you see your curve going down when it's supposed to go up, then you have to go back and, try something else or change the intervention as much as possible. So we depend a lot on data. So that's the trademark of ABA. The trademark of ABA is data or data. ABA or applied behavior analysis is most known for its applications to children with autism spectrum disorder. However, it is not the only field it can be applied. So I'm going to give you some fields that ABA can be utilized. You can use ABA certification for animal training. You can use it for OBM, which is organizational behavior management, classrooms or schools, parenting, marketing, autism spectrum disorder, ADHD, behavioral medicine and health, mental health disorders such as oppositional defiance disorder or depression. It can also be used in environmental, society, gerontology, forensics. I have a friend, actually, a very good friend of mine, who is actually working in the forensics in New Jersey here. And she's doing great with her ABA. So in case you don't know that you can use that, yes, you can. If you want to work in the forensics, you can actually use ABA there. You can also use it for gambling or addiction, sports. You can also use it in physical health. So talking about gambling, when I was in grad school, I actually made sure I had 2 majors. I didn't want, the typical ABA autism, field. So I made sure I branched a little bit to do something that is not in autism, just in case that I need, something to fall back on. So I did my other major in addiction. So I actually conducted a research on gambling behavior, which was really interesting. I ended up publishing an article with my professor, who is my mentor, on gambling behavior. So we're just trying to see what actually make or causes the gambling behavior addiction. It was really interesting. I really was glad that I did that because it gave me another exposure. So if ever I want to go into addiction with my ABA certification, definitely I can. I'll have to do is probably go back and do a refresher with somebody who is in the field, in the addiction, get some, training here and there, and then I'm good to go. Also, once you're a BCBA or you have your ABA certification, all you don't need to get stuck with autism. All you need is to get training with somebody who is in other fields that you want to actually do. Okay, so if you are interested in forensics, you can get trained under somebody who is already in that, and then you can go and do that. You can also get training from whoever, as long as your certification is utilized there, you can use it. Just get training or get supervision a little bit, a month or 2, sometimes less than that. Once you're confident, all you have to make sure you do is get trained, and then you are good to go. All right. So ABA is huge. You can use ABA certification in different fields. Do not cut yourself short. Do not coop yourself in just autism. You can do a lot with your ABA certification if you are interested in other fields, but you think ABA is just for autism. Then get out of that, perception and actually come in and do your ABA and get your certification. It's really interesting course. You would know that you can actually read people and tell why they're doing what they're doing. Nothing happens for no reason. Everything we do has a reason, which we call the function of the behavior. In my next video, I'm going to actually talk about the principles of ABA, which is reinforcement, punishment, and extinction. I'll go into details. I'll take one subject at a time and kind of go into details and explain to you what each principle does and why one is preferred than the other. All right. So please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share my video on YouTube. Until my next video, stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless you.